Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Wrath of the Necromancer. We resume our journey with the Defiler, where we left things off last time after memeing on the new mad scientist boss with our quadruple Reaper, 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse meme. And it went well. It went swell. I think the general consensus is this is a fun, meme-tastic glass cannon to whip out for the lulz. But it's not really a consistent, reliable build, so I would not really recommend it as a main composition. But, you know, it's funny. So, my plan is to keep our main group composition, Mordred, Anubis, Styges, and Ksogtha, and continue funneling experience towards them, using them as our primary group as we march into the cathedral. And we'll whip out these 4 whenever we feel like it's necessary. To combat weird stress fights, or to relieve my own stress. So as far as the graveyard is concerned, we have completed everything except the mortuary and the arena. And I have a complicated relationship with the arena. The arena is useful for keeping up, you know, particular creations to make sure they don't fall by the wayside, but the experience you gain from this is not equivalent to the experience of general exploration. It's literally just enough to make sure that 1 or 2 creations don't fall off the precipice. I do not think that you should prioritize building the arena to have, like, you know, additional experience to supplement a whole other squad. I think it's literally just to support 1 or 2 creations that you can substitute in to your main composition whenever you need to, for healing or to counter certain creations. So, that might sound pretty harsh, but I'm not a big fan of the arena. The mortuary, we're kind of at the point where the mortuary's healing is kind of irrelevant. Of course, it is expensive to heal with distillation, but I don't think we need to build the mortuary. So what that means is all of our digger souls, henceforth, shall be going into upgrading the parts of our beloved minions. We currently have 50, which means we can upgrade 2 things. Can we upgrade this to blue? Yes, we could. So we're going to prioritize Mordred, who is currently doing a lot of damage. And that's because I like him. Really no other reason. And we will continue to upgrade the parts of everyone as we continue to gather digger souls. So what does Mordred get? Mordred gets more luck. He is almost maxed. Wow, 25 luck isn't great, but, you know, that's a 25% chance to crit on everything he does. Not terrible. Not terrible. And if we ever feel like using it, the Blood Curse reduces enemy luck, and if you bring an enemy's luck into the negative, that will give additional crit chance against or for your minions. Don't know if we're going to do that, but hey. And as we approach what used to be the final floor, the final bastion of human civilization, I think we're going to just hold our points, our talents, to finish magic so that I can get the achievement, and then we'll go from there. We'll go from there. We have a book, thankfully. I think we'll hold on to this until we can get to, like, a full fight, because we're probably going to fight 1 or 2 fights that have 3 enemies when we breach the floor. I'm going to re-equip the Spirit Chainmail.
It embellishes my undead features, no?
So we can continue increasing the vigor of our minions to make them healthier. And I'm pretty much happy with the rest of our stuff, so. Onward march to the cathedral. What used to be the end of the game. The final bastion of the living fools. The cathedral is the heart of the Order's power. From here, the Grand Magister commands his fanatical forces and enjoys total dominion over the surrounding lands. Usually, one might only hear whispers in these hollowed corridors, but now they are filled with the sounds of blades being drawn and armored boots hitting stone. Dim moonlight pours in through the high windows as an unearthly battle cry bellows forth from the decaying throats of your minions. It is time to finish this war. You have clawed yourself up from the bowels of the earth, and you will not let a bunch of priests and paladins stand in your way now. Your undead may be vulnerable to their holy powers, but superior strategy and numbers will see you to victory. And finally, establish your eternal kingdom upon this earth. So, as always, once we can split up, we'll talk about that. So let's just smash these 3 fools into the ground. So the 5th floor. If you don't know what's coming, the 5th floor is terrifying. But overall, I think it's actually not that bad. We're fighting a champion and double Palulidins. Well, that's annoying. And the thing with these is that once you defeat an enemy, the champion will gain 25% attack, it stacks and cannot be removed, and the paladins, they receive 25% defense, reduce all damage by 25%, stacks and cannot be removed. So if possible, you want to kill them all simultaneously. That's not always possible, but, you know, if you can. Otherwise, I would definitely prioritize the champion because you don't want to get punched for a gazillion damage. Trust me, I've done that before.
There will still be enough left to reanimate.
Look at that damage. That beautiful. Fantastic. Oh. That hero's blood damage, of course. Dealing double damage for the very first turn. It's beautiful. Bye. Well, and I would claim this a remarkable success. Good job, everyone. This is pretty straightforward. Now, there are some terrifying enemies on this floor. Do not let this fight deceive you. The most dangerous for stress builds.
This never gets old.
I love the evil laugh. It's so good. I heap endless praise upon Iratus' voice actor, but he deserves it. Stephen or Stefan Waite, a master of his craft. I was going to talk about the enemies that are really terrifying, but I think I'm not going to. You know, for the sake of anti-spoilers. This fight, this direction is actually hilarious. The first enemy is a knight, and he stacks up attack buffs as you hit him. So if you're using a build that increases its damage based on buffs or debuffs like we are, then you can actually just obliterate the knight using his own feature, and it's funny. It's a grand old time. We're going to upgrade this ectoplasm to epic. Going from, was that 6 to 14, 8 to 14, whatever, that's a lot of stats. And exactly enough to max out luck. Well done, Mordred. Well done. So as for our path, where shall we go? I like zigging, and I like zagging. Doesn't actually look like I can do that on this. What the fuck? A floor with no zig and no zag? What is this heresy? So we're kind of beyond the point where cultists are helpful to us. We pretty much have all of the class items that we could possibly desire. Oh, I thought I had a second pound of flesh. I probably should get one of those. I want to do some testing with stitches. We can find a very specific item, which kind of makes me want to go to the coffins. But there's so many wasted spaces with these fountains. These fountains are worthless to me. I do not need healing from external forces. I am beyond that. So I'm a little bit afraid, because I think we're going to go to the right here. I believe that to be the ideal path. But can I go left and then turn? That would be perfect. I think I can. Actually, I don't know. I should be able to, right? The rules are usually you can't turn if this was like going down in any way, but I don't know how it works when it's exactly at a 90-degree angle. I should play it safe, because I don't want to miss 1, 2, steal. It's really going to suck if I can't do that. But I also want the sacrificial altar. Alright, we'll play it safe. Jeez. Actually, you know what? Screw it. There's only one way to find out how things work. And that is to do it yourself. I'm going to equip the Talisman of Power while we're not really
It embellishes my undead features.
expending our mana. We don't need to yet. I ain't scared of no ghost. I don't need to spend mana on anything. We're just too strong. Oh, that's problematic. So how does this work again? Deals 200% damage to any minion that deals targeted stress damage to an ally. Science? For science. I don't think this will proc, actually. Because it's not targeted.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
No remaining strength! Whenever I think of sanities that are the worst double-edged sword, all remaining strength is the first one that comes to mind. I don't think this is targeted either. Nope. Alright. Never mind. I'm not concerned. What are we looking at, though? Weakness. Cowardice. Cowardice. Come on, Anubis. Laser beam.
Terror will overflow.
I'm gonna leave whoever gets the kill up to the Dark Gods. Except for Stitches. Stitches is gonna eat the stance, dude. Bye! Okay, that's great. If an
Mine is the winning side.
If an enemy falls to a dot, either whether it's a curse or like ignition or something, it will credit the minion that whose dot did the kill. So, oh, we're capped on Mordred already. Okay, good job, Mordred. 133 vigor. Anubis has 0. Oof. Stitches, sitting at 9, almost capped, sitting at 191 vigor. And Kasogtha has a single stack. Okay. No bueno. We're gonna have to try and funnel some of the things to Anubis and Kasogtha if we can. I mean, it doesn't really matter with health, because we haven't really been pressured that much. But when we find the Spirit Spear, we're definitely gonna need it. And as is tradition, we're sacrificing a Dark Knight for science and good luck. We are naming it Kirvets, courtesy of one of our biggest Dark Knight fans. I know there are more. There are more of you that have come out of the woodwork, and honestly, he's winning over my heart right now. But I still get to make fun of him. The burnt skin. Minion becomes immune to... Oh, I already have one, so that was dumb. Bruh. It won't give you the item if you still have one. Son of a... Whatever. It's fine. I don't mind. We have lots of stuff to... Okay. We're going to do this battle, and then the real question is going to come into play. Can we move diagonally to the right? Is that the word? Horizontally. I think it's horizontal. Anyway, you get the point.
Extinction of life.
It's beautiful. I can't really think of a way to try and guarantee the kills to Kasogtha and Anubis without taking out Mordred. Because Mordred just supplies so many Crowpaw stacks that it's very likely he's going to get the kill. I might just delay. See if we can just leave him out of the equation, maybe? See if we can get a kill here. Ooh, double kill.
Voided its bowels just as
See, that's what I need to do. So Anubis got 2 stacks there. Good job, Anubis. I'm proud of you. The light armor. Don't care. Don't care. We need 9 more Digger Souls so we can max this weapon. I mean, honestly, what does Mordred need now? Not really anything. Like, if anything, we just bump his vigor, right? Okay, I'll upgrade this, get max vigor, and then we'll start prioritizing our other minions. I can't just give Mordred everything. I can give him a lot of stuff, though. I really want to press this button. And now I have. Good job, Anubis. Wait, why are you still glowing? There you go. Stitches is good. We're just waiting for max vigor, I think. Kasogtha, also good. Just waiting for very expensive things. Actually, Kasogtha. Yes, I can go this way. Perfect. Iratus experience. We're almost at the point where we should be giving it to the minions now. I'm going to get blind. I've actually never pressed this button. I actually don't think I've ever picked it up. Deals 45 stress damage. The target loses 20 accuracy for 2 turns. Spell part increases the accuracy reduction. This might be really helpful for trying to counter the Royal Gunner.
My magic will shake the very foundations of this world.
The Elite Royal Gunner specifically comes later on. I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, there's a minion on this floor that's really annoying. I'm going to use this now.
Fetching.
That has just an insane amount of accuracy. I believe the Elite version has 165% accuracy. And every point of accuracy over 100 reduces the evasion, the effective evasion of whatever you're fighting. So the reason it's super annoying for evasion builds is because that 65% evasion is basically just nullified, which is a lot of evasion. So that can be pretty nifty. I also need to sort out my spells here, but no, such a pain. Hopeless. See, he's stacking his feature. 50% chance to redirect an attack or debuff to the knight from an ally located behind it. +2 attack until the battle ends each time the knight receives damage, stacking up to 10 times. Oh, so he's protecting the priestess. She is basically the support of this floor, although she doesn't have a feature, so she won't run away like a craven dog.
Carve open their husks.
When all hope is lost. I don't remember what the knight does. Wait a minute. Did you just do so little damage that Mordred's 11 armor negated it?
Maybe I'll grab this one.
Gesog, they gotta kill. Perfect. You probably give Anubis a kill here. I don't think this will interrupt the stance. Oh, it did. Nice. Aww. I wanted to kill the priestess. Whatever. It's fine. I'm... Here you go. Stare into the abyss.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
133, not bad. So what happened there? Can I actually do this? See if I can kill with my ult. Aww.
Become part of the breathless tide.
One reason that Mordred would really... One way to... How do I want to phrase this? One way to empower Mordred even further, yes, it's possible, would be to run 3 mummies, because whenever something attacks a mummy, they lose 10 luck. That counts as a debuff, which means it is possible to not only activate Mordred's stance from the mummies themselves, but potentially 4 times, depending on if all of the enemies hit a mummy, which is freaking hilarious. And there's a dream team that I really want to try and assemble someday, with 3 mummies, and Mordred, of course, the hero's blood on Mordred with the Crowpaw, and then each mummy has their unique item that lets them heal based on curses active, and the Coward's Foot, which lets them go twice on the first turn. That's 6 vengeance beams. We theory crafted that in the comment section, and oh, I want to do that so bad. We actually haven't seen a single Coward's Foot. Do I have anything useful to use before I keep mumbling? Nope. Moving on. Wait a minute. I could maul. Nah, it's not worth mauling. It's just a priestess. So the reason I'm prioritizing the chests, as I completely switch topics, I'm prioritizing the chests because there is one more spirit item that is arguably more important than the spirit armor, which is the spirit spear, which increases the damage of your minions permanently based on when they get a kill.
This will be your end.
That's one of the few ways I can think of to increase Stitch's damage to allow him to just like one-shot someone out the gate, which is really my dream. Besides that, it would be
Your frail bodies fail.
I think for us, the best way would be to get the drop of divinity. I'm not sure what I would replace the drop of divinity for. But the drop of divinity decreases all damage you take by 15% and increases. Did I try and go for the kill here with Anubis? I could try. Alright, Anubis, show me what you got. Show me what you've got.
Ooh, hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Not too bad. Good Kasokta. The drop of divinity decreases all damage you take by 15% and also increases all damage you deal by 15%. I'm gonna fate and try and eat this lady. Why did that do so little? Oh, that's why. So I would have been able to eat her if I didn't have that debuff. Good to know. Oi. I am not a fan of being set on fire, young lady. I could try and go for the kill with Kasungtha again, or just...
Delivered.
I'm sure Stitches appreciates my decision. Three talent points, we're almost there. I love achievements. I do want to get every achievement for Iratus, which might take a while. I have 111 Digger Souls. So let's start upping this, shall we? Actually, let's cap Anubis real quick. I'll do it this way. One other thing we should probably try to do is get everyone to blue items at least, because then we could use the Amulet of Perfection to have a lot of bonus vigor. We're getting there, Anubis. It is this thing. We picked this up a little bit ago. Minions that are made up of 4 uncommon parts or better gain additional 20 vigor during battle. Uncommon parts? Oh, they nerfed this. I thought it used to be rare parts or better. Okay, so if we just get everyone to uncommon, then... Not nerfed it, but buffed it. If we just get everyone to green, then they can all have an additional 20 health, which is pretty significant. 20 health is not a small amount. How's our chainmail quest going? 3, 4. Capped, capped. So if we want to be as efficient as possible, we really do need to let Anubis and Kasukta try and get killing blows. Or we can just keep leaving it to the Dark Gods, which is kind of how I roll. Show me the Spirit Spear. Ooh. 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 We have 2 really good choices here. The Standard of Darkness, if no minions were killed in battle, all minions that took part in the battle restored 20% vigor. Dumb. I hate this item. This might actually be really good on the highest difficulty, which is Eternal Harvest 5. It might be. I don't know. The Golden Rose. For the first 2 turns of battle, all minions deal 25% damage. This is what we're picking. But I really like this item. The Ring of the Overlord. Iratus starts each battle with full wrath. This caught my interest because I was thinking, with full wrath, we can do some really wild combinations. Like, because we have overwhelming ire, with this, we can, like, eat someone with stitches, and then reap someone, or, you know, vice versa, or whatever we feel like doing. Lots of potential with the Ring of the Overlord, but we can't actually wear this because it goes over the shackles of war. So this is irrelevant for our build. Another good use for this, though, if you are using it with a non-stress build, is the Bounty Hunter. Open up with Bounty, boom. Oh, I'm picturing it. Anyway.
I'll take it as tribute.
Enough rambling. Let us pick this up. This goes over the Talisman of Power.
It embellishes my undead features.
And this is infinitely better. At least for killing things. The Amulet of Power does have the benefit of giving some defense, but I ain't about that life. And of course, the Archmage Pendant would go over it, but... I can't say no to more damage. And now, I need to know how this stacks with the Hero's Blood. Part of me wants to Infectious Lunacy to really see its effect, but I want to see its efficacy without any spells first. Show me, Mordred.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Not bad. Let's keep watching. Come on, Mordred. Look at that. 59 to 62 damage. Absolutely nuts. And then their stress was gone. Or their sanity, that is. Well, I'm satisfied. I'm outraged. Alright, you don't have exile, so let's see if you can do this.
Death predestined.
No. Wunderbar. 169. Nice. This is going swell. I told you, if you know what to expect, I don't think the 5th floor is very hard. But I shouldn't speak too soon because we haven't encountered the cavalrymen, which is a new 2-position enemy. And there are still significant threats that await us. Oh. Swing and a miss. The Tempered Blade. All minions gain 6 attack until the battle ends. This is pretty good for a murder build. The Ring of the Cruel Leprechaun. Critical hits by minions and enemies deal 30% more damage. This is funny, but also terrifying. And the Enchanted Clothing. Minions gain 4 armor and 4 resistance until the battle ends. This is what I was talking about a while ago. Trying to manipulate armor for an offensive, well, not offensive, but, you know, attacking Death Knight. What is your name? Dead Knight? Dread Knight? Why did I just forget? It just left my mind. Anyway, for Mordred, if you wanted to try a physical attack, this would help, but it's only 4. I don't even know what I'm going to take. I might just take the clothing and toss it.
Toss it with the rest.
See? Iratus said so. Now it must be done. Okay, now we're going to use an item. Remember those threats I was literally just talking about? Just now. Do you have wards and blocks? I think you do. Let me just cheat real quick to the Pokédex. Just some resource here. 0. Oh, you don't. Okay, never mind then. That's actually really good for me. Let's spiderweb.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
I'll summon unstable armor, just in case. Remember when I said I was afraid? I wasn't kidding. So this, we've seen 2 of these before, the champion and the paladin. But this is the guild, the mercenary captain. I don't know why I almost called him the guild leader. And they have incredibly annoying mechanics. Specifically, some significant buffs and debuffs. And they throw potions or like Molotov cocktails or some crap. I ain't having none of that. I totally should have Infectious Lunacy, but I'm just going to trust in the process.
Cleave them!
Weakness. Panic. Good crit. Hopeless. And
this is my
weakness.
kind of entertainment.
Bye-bye. Why was I even afraid? Yeah, that potion sucks. Whatever the heck he throws right there, it sucks. Anyway. Can I ult? Yay! Wow. Yeah, this damage resistance is insane. Ooh, good job, Anubis. Oh, I didn't keep the spirit thing on.
As your suffering ends, your service begins.
Ooh, a level 41 brain? Really? Oh, look, another. A Ring of the Cruel Leprechaun. Wow. Okay, we put this back on.
Ah, fetching.
My fear is gone. Well, we're not going left because graves are literally useless for me. So we're going to have an elite battle, my friends. I hope you're excited. I'm going to go full greed on it, too. Because why not? Alright, Kasogza. We still don't have enough points. That's actually insane. Let's pop that.
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hand.
Ooh, I can get my achievement. The Master of Magic. Beautiful. So I guess now I should probably head toward Blood Magic. Okay, I'll pick up Blood Magic, and then we'll pick up the last 2 points in Alchemy. Actually, we'll do Alchemy first. Yeah, I want all this. We'll do that first. That's more important, I think. Anyway, here we go. So now that's all the achievement. Most of my achievements now that I need are killing the bosses I haven't seen, which I think is just the last one, and killing enemies. A lot of enemies. A lot. There you go. I did that to remove her Black's rewards, more importantly, but with just 74 spell power, it still absolutely shreked her. Oh yeah, do that too. Yeah. What could possibly go awry? I thought about Infectious Lunacying, but this seems better.
Your frail
All remaining strength. Panic and cowardice.
Perish.
Unfortunately, she can't really run away, so...
My kingdom comes.
Or fortunately. Hey, cowardice. All remaining strength is super annoying, and one of the most dangerous sanities at high levels. As you saw, it lets them go twice, but they do lose 40% of the max vigor to do so. So I mean, it's not like it's significant. Bye! But it is something. We're gonna let Kasokla try and get the kill. Ah, she got one. Don't worry, Mordred's here to wrap it up.
A sad display for mortal kind.
And here we are, just swinging right out the gates. I'm gonna pick up experience for Iratus, because I'm selfish. I still don't think there's actually enough experience in the game to get every talent. Okay, remember earlier when I said that there were still threats that we had yet to behold?
It embellishes my undead features.
I found them! Okay. So, we're definitely Infectious Lunacying on this fight. I do need to calcinate then. Probably make some potions. I haven't done anything with those in a while. Wonder what that's like. What is our potion situation looking like? This is the only one I don't really like. So let's do some science. Some exploration, one could say. Something is wrong. You're wrong. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. It's the bad luck mixture. I kind of wish... Ooh. What is this? All enemies lose 9 luck for 2 turns. Huh. Meh. I was saying something. Trying to remember what we've done and what we haven't. Am I repeating myself here? With these parts? Nope.
With knowledge and will comes victory.
Ooh, target mini restores vigor equal to 15% of the damage dealt. That could be really good. I really want some offensive things. I'm going to use one in this fight. I guess I'm going to get rid of this because I don't have attack anymore. Attack is not my thing. I ain't about that life. 10 evasion till the battle ends. That could easily... See, now, this is why we need evasion over 100%. Because you could easily push it now. It used to be like a real challenge. Like, you had to really try to get to 100% evasion. Now it seems like Kasogtha could do that with her eyes closed. Alright, we'll go with this. It's fine. Sure.
It embellishes my undead features.
Alright. Let's slam. I ain't scared of no ghost. But yeah, there are 3 enemies here that are horrifying. Drop the destruction maul. Good. And here's the... Okay, so first we have the elite mercenary captain. We shreked him before. We're going to shrek him again, but he's still kind of spooky. The elite inquisitor. This is the offensive spellcaster for this floor. She's pretty spooky, but she has no features. She just likes setting people on fire. Go figure. Nobody expects the Royal Inquisition. The elite royal gunner. This is the dude that incredibly counters Kasogtha. 186% accuracy. He also has a very predictable moveset. He kind of just enters this stance over and over and over again, and if he can't do it in his current position, he tries to do it by moving. Receives 25% luck or attack and 10 luck after every turn. Stacks removed from changing positions. Escape if you have the last remaining squad member, because he's a coward. Only cowards use ranged weapon. Engage in honorable melee combat. Actually, what does that make me if I'm terrifying them? Huh. Anyway, the zealot here is also pretty spoopy in that he can make people invincible, which is totally not fair. And I'm definitely considering fingering him. Using the Finger of Death on him. I could also Slake with Darkness, which might actually just be better. Okay. Mordred, do your thing. Oh yeah, he shoots after every action. I can get around that. The way I get around it is Kasog the ult. Okay. I don't think this is going to count. Oh, you're immune. And it can't be removed, just, you know. That one more. Fuck you.
No mercy.
Huh. He's Berserk. Great.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
This will go well, I'm sure. I'm gonna eat the Zealot. Oh, there's a chance I don't actually eat them, though. Alright. No.
Toss them in with the rest.
Would 130 have been enough? I don't actually know. 130... Probably... Maybe. It would have been close. I'm sorry, Stitches. I should have trusted you. Could you stop being immune? Ugh. Ugh. Look at that damage. He was nerfed so hard. Ow. Nom. Ah well. He was nerfed, but the rest of us weren't. I'll just apply a bunch of curses. Look at that damage. This debuff is nuts. But the crow's paw is still coming in handy. Die. He'll die soon. Anubis. Okay. He has so many. There he goes.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Well, that went pretty well. The Warding Pendant. That's probably pretty useful, honestly. I just don't... Back to the Spirit Chain, man. Mordred. What are you looking at? We have 70 Digger Souls. Probably should be spinning these on Kusogtha, as I said I would. With 20 points, we get Mordred. It's so expensive. Why are you so expensive? So we're going to go with Dark Enlightenment. Increase the amount of wrath that Iratus gains in battle by 50% does not work on minion abilities. I don't actually know what this means. Does that just mean the natural amount of wrath that I accrue? Or ways that I get wrath, either from items or the abode of wrath, or maybe from damage that I take? I have no idea. I just want it.
Through transformation, the will becomes free.
And then we'll pick up Necromancy Power and Calcination Mastery. This gives us bonuses after we use some alchemy stuff. And we tend to use alchemy stuff, so I figured it's a good shout. With 11 points, we can upgrade Vigor exactly. It's beautiful. I probably should be getting some of these, but... Speaking of getting some of these... Max Dread, Max Vigor, Max Luck. It's beautiful. The floor changes have actually given us so much more experience. Like, this is an end... This is a an end of the 5th floor level amount of experience. Like, even more than that, honestly. 45 Digger Souls. Ugh. Okay. Remember last time. What are we fighting? Zealots. Do you have block and ward? I'm just gonna check real quick because I don't like this enemy at all. Where are you at? The standard bearer, he does. He has 3/3. But I'm gonna finger him any. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Fetching.
Well, I do know why it's so funny to me. But I don't know if it should be as funny as it is. So if you are running a stressed composition, I cannot stress this enough that I kill the standard bearer. While the standard bearer is alive, his allies take 50% less stress damage. I cannot stress it enough. Kill that rotten bastard. I think it'll be good, yeah. The finger of death. If I had enough wrath, I could actually probably just eat him. I'm 2 off. That is mildly upsetting. Okay. I believe in myself. Look at that. 50% less stress damage, and he's still chunking. Good old Mordred. I knew I could always count on you. I knew it. I knew it.
Savor these last
kill him
few
now.
heartbeats.
Thank you. Alright, standard bearer is dead. Let's move on to the next fight. Is that Berserk? Again. And there is that.
Frail bodies fail you.
I wonder how Finger of Death works with this, because this can't be removed.
Death predestined.
We use a lot of our mana here, but... Aw, so close. Cowardice. I actually don't know what to do here. I guess I'll just wait. His immunity buff will go away. That looks intimidating, but it's not actually that bad.
Terror will overflow.
Boop. We usually finish things by the 3rd or 4th turn, and I'm pretty proud of that, actually. Did you hit the mummy? That was a big mistake. Oof, poor Anubis. I could just wait until it's Anubis' turn to try and get the heal procs. Okay, we're gonna do that. Please don't invulnerability. Good. Watch this heal. Watch it. Okay, that was less than I expected. But I will.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Bye! I'll try and give this to Kasogtha. If this doesn't kill it. I should have just guarded. Don't kill it. More dread, please. Well. I tried.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done
look.
purging the world ahead of schedule.
Another maddening amulet. This goes over the rose, right? I want the rose. Yeah.
It embellishes my undead features.
The rose is way better. Give me my mana back. You can't have it. It's mine. I should probably also heal. I should also probably use these potions eventually. But hey. It is what it is. I'll try and use potions next combat so I have some spots open. Show me the drop of divinity. So in the Halo Chaos, we've seen this before. We have this equipped on Binky. At the start of each turn, the menu will receive 1 random buff until the end of turn, and it is a very good buff. The Nails of Pain increase crit damage dealt by 20%, reduces crit damage received by 20%. I'm actually surprised we got this, because there's a better version of the Nails of Pain called the Gambling Amulet. No. Gambling Coin, that's what it's called. And usually you get that on the 4th and 5th floor instead of the Nails of Pain. And the Madman's Eye, don't care. The minion receives an additional action each turn if they're the only one left in the squad. A decent YOLO solo item, but usually I like my YOLO solos to have the Boiling Blood, which is the mandatory item for YOLO solo, and then the Vamp Fangs. Not this. Anyway, I'm going to pick up the Nails.
Ooh, more for me.
There is a very amusing build where you have the Nails of Pain and the Gambling Coin. Yeah, the Gambling Coin on the same character, because they stack. Oh no! Welp. Good thing I restored all my mana. Oh, I don't have the Humanorium for you. Interesting, yeah, because they have... Oh my goodness. I figured it out. Hey Thanatos, how you doing? Having a good time? Swell, swell. One luck, one accuracy, one ward. Okay. So the most annoying enemy on the 5th floor is the Construct, which means it is immune to stress damage. And that's this one. Shocker, right? We don't... I probably should chainmail, but
Finally, this item finds its way into my capable hands.
I'm gonna go ahead and unstable armor. I don't need the Shackles of War. Or maybe I should just keep it just in case. I'll keep it just in case. Because there is the possibility of things going wrong.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
So I'm gonna show you perhaps the most efficient way to use the Reaper. And it's going to be good. I hope you're looking forward to it. So we have the Champion, of course, the Mercenary Captain, and the Paladin. We've seen all these. This is the Light Elemental and an Elite one at that, just to turn that knife in my back. They have 3 block and 3 ward, both the normal and the Elite version. They are highly resistant to magic, sitting at a whopping 56 resistance. They are immune to stress and ignition, and they do not escape. They are pure, absolute constructs. So you might be wondering, how do you plan to get yourself out of this pickle? Well, you see. With death, really. Here we go. With good old Iniad, we're going to breathe. And then with Dun, who has the essence. With the Finger of Death, we brought her down to basically 50%. With the Scythe of Oblivion, we deal basically 50%.
Good. More materials. I didn't think it would be this
And that's how you
easy.
pretty much use the Reapers at the end game. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Guess who's getting reaped next turn? I bet you'll never guess. I don't think I have enough wrath, actually. I'm 1 short? No. No, I ain't.
Rivers will run red.
Alright, well. We're going to be taking a lot of damage from the Champion. But I think I can just kill him, honestly. Just do a little pointing here, a little pointing there. A little dissection here. Who is this? Thanatos? This is not a direct stress attack, I don't think. This is Binky. And now Don delays. Wow, that damage reduction is nuts. Maybe I should focus on you. I'm literally just going to burn everyone to death, so... I can use this.
Ooh, this will do nicely.
Who's this? Iniad? Dawn goes next. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. Alley-oop.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
And now we just keep the true damage train a-rolling. This is why I kept the Shackles of War on, by the way. Just in case we were doing so much stress damage with the curses. There we go. Perfect. Who is this? Done. Let's do this, and we'll make sure Dawn gets the kill to restore my mana. Perfect. The meme is alive still.
I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
We got the Humanoid token. So because I didn't actually let her do any of her buttons, because I wasn't going to let that happen. Let's see what she does, shall we? 56 resistance. Absolutely nuts. Deals a single target magic attack. Pretty hefty. She can move backwards. This is, I suppose, if you pull her forward. This is, the yellow things are inverted. So it looks like it's the 4th and 3rd position if we were to be looking at our abilities, but because it's an enemy, that's the 1st and 2nd. It took me forever to figure that out. I was so confused trying to read this Humanorium for a while. But yeah, that's how it works. Stance until the end of battle. At the start of the Light Elemental's turn, all allies receive 2 blocks and 2 words. This. There are many words to describe this, and most of them are crude. So, I'll leave that to someone else. And the 3rd ability is to support buffs for 2 turns. If killed, it will revive with full vigor. You can see why I immediately murked it, right? Like, I wasn't going to let that thing do anything. Nothing. Zero. Nada. Nola. Zip. Zilch. You get the picture. Let's go ahead and take this for... Let's get some experience to our team, huh? For once. For once. I won't be so rude. I'm going to have to choose, aren't I? So if we go left or right, we're basically stuck. Well, we could go right and, like, tilt this direction, I suppose. Which looks like it might be the play. I do skip a quest. I usually don't do quests. I've talked about this before, but I usually don't do quests. Usually if I get them, it's just because I happened across it on my ideal path. I think I know one quest on the 5th floor, just one. And you come across the body of an archwizard or something, and you can use X amount of mana to resurrect him. And the more mana you use, the higher quality of the Lich you get back. It's pretty nifty. I don't think one shot at the drop of Divinity is worse than this. Although, there's the Elite Cavalryman here, and I really do want to see him. I think the ideal path is to go right here. And zigzag about. Grab these Digger Souls. Grab this chest, steal, coffin, boss. Oh look, there's 2 cavalry in here anyway. So I don't feel bad about it anymore. So that's what we'll do next time. I'll go ahead and distribute some of our Digger Souls. Boom. Kazogtha's continuing to get fed because Kazogtha needs some max dread. But I love rhyming. Not the best at it, but when it comes together, it comes together. We have exactly 6 points left, so let's just dump some luck here. We're probably going to be spending the rest of the points we get from these 3 upgrades in evasion and or blocks and boards, because that is Kazogtha's primary method of survival. And I want her to survive. I like her a lot. She's actually put in a ton of work. It's been a while since we've seen a Wraith do this much. So I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty sure Anubis we're just going to let ride for a while. Then we'll be picking up blocks and wards for him. Mordred, I think, is in the same boat. And once we do get some more points... Oh, next thing. Once we do get some more points, we'll just dump it into armor and resistance for the lulz. We could put it into attack to try and offset some of his weakness. Against constructs is where that thought was going. But I think it's better if we actually have defense instead. Okay. Looks good. I'm happy with our progress. We've done well. I can't believe we still haven't found, like, a super endgame item. Like, what I consider the endgame items, the Drop of Divinity, the Gambling Coin that I talked about. There's one more that I can't think off the top of my head for some reason. I think this Ignition item is one, the Burnt Skin, but doesn't seem particularly helpful at the moment. Whatever. We'll keep rolling our die, hoping that the fickle mistress that is RNG will smile upon us. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. The rampage, the holy, the sacrosanct cathedral continues. And next time, we're going to march all the way to the last boss. What used to be the last boss, but is now just the 5th boss. Quite the demotion there. If we are not caught up in any of these battles, perhaps against light elementals, or these cavalrymen who I have no idea what they do, we may just be doing the Grand Magister next time. Otherwise, it'll be reserved for the next time. That makes sense, right? That makes sense, yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!